Hi everybody. So I've decided I'm going to start vlogging also about celebrity news and gossip and all the hot topics out there. So if you guys want to help me pick out a name for this kind of vlog that I'm doing, that would be great, because I have no clue what to call it, or you know, if I should call it anything, I don't know. So that is up to you guys. But I wanted to talk about a few things that I saw on TMZ and Facebook and stuff over the last few days. First of all, Mama June wants to get back with Sugar Bear. Now, I don't know if she wants to, or if she's trying to, or if it's just rumors. Who knows? But I will say, Mama June, I am not a fan of. Never have been, never will be. I watched Honey Boo Boo like maybe 2 times. That's it. I think that I was right in the beginning. I think she is a disgusting woman. I think she definitely has some mental issues that now are like not so hidden, because I feel like not only was she with one guy who turned out to be a child molester, but she has a track record of being with child molesters. And I believe, if I'm correct, she was molested at one point too when she was younger. I'm not for sure. I heard that somewhere. I can't remember. I think she definitely has issues, and I think that obviously my first reaction was, where's Child Protective Services? They always want to go to these houses where the parents are good, but there's just like a little slip up or something, but they never actually go to the people who have like real problems, or that you hear of anyway. As we all know, it turned out that legally this guy did his time, everything was according, and that's why Child Protective Services, they couldn't do anything. Because legally he was following what he was supposed to. The problem I have, and I'm all for, you do the crime, you do your time, and then, you're given a second chance. On some things, stealing a candy bar, stealing something in the store, maybe doing a robbery, something that was in the moment, not necessarily hurting anybody, just trying to help yourself kind of thing. If you hurt somebody, that's a whole different thing. And I'm definitely all for women and children and animals. If you hurt them, you should pay a great penalty, and that's going to be with you the rest of your life. And I think that should be the case with this guy. Obviously sex offenders have to be registered on the sex offenders list, so I'm sure there's that going on. But even though it's sad that what happened, and I feel bad for the daughter it happened with, and any other children that it happened with, I think the real case here is Mama June. I think she has problems, and I think she definitely messed up by taking the Honey Boo Boo girl being in that guy's presence. I think that was absolutely wrong, and I don't agree. And I think since she has gotten a lot of flack from everybody all over, that she's trying to get back with Sugar Bear to make everything right and stuff, I don't think she really cares about him. And quite honestly, I think that he might not even no longer care for her. I think he's in it because of his daughter, and rightly so. So with that being said, I think Mama June is not only a terrible mother, she is disgraceful. I have absolutely no respect for her, and I never will, because I, for one, even though I don't have children, I would never put my children in harm's way. Whether that's a person, an animal, a location, a store, anything. If it's going to in any way harm my child, or even potentially harm my child, I will never knowingly put them in a situation such as that, especially with a sex offender, a murderer, anybody. So I don't like that woman. Next topic, on to more lighter issues. Snooki Nicole got married this past couple of days, And I love this. I absolutely love this. When you hear all these crazy stories, these Hollywood marriages, you know, they don't last, all the big fancy weddings. Now, she did have a big fancy wedding, but she did it tastefully. She did it, just take a look at the pictures. So, I mean, I loved the wedding. I didn't necessarily like some of her dress choices that she had, but I think she did an amazing job, and I think she's a wonderful mother. And, you know, I follow her on Facebook and Twitter, and whenever I can catch it online, I do watch her Snooki and JWoww show. I love these two women, and I especially love Snooki. I always have. I was a big fan of the Snooki bump. I was a big fan of the leopard and cheetah and all the animal print. She is definitely one of those who, I just love her, and I have a respect for her in the sense, you know, she's not like these other skanks turned housewives type of women. I mean, she did her part, you know, back in the day. That's how she got famous. And then she got with somebody, she got pregnant, and she said, okay, it's time to settle down. It's time to get life going. And I mean, if you look at her life now and how she is now compared to how she was, it's a total transformation, and in the best way possible. And I think they're cute together. I think they're gonna have a life full of happiness, and I wish them all the best. Snooki, love you. Another skink turned housewife kind of a story, Kim Kardashian. Oh boy, Kim Kardashian. I've always had a love-hate relationship for the whole Kardashian family, and I'll tell you why. I do find that they're entertaining. I love watching their shows. I love following them and seeing their pictures and things like that. I find it fascinating that they are so entertaining, but they have like no real talent. And I'm sorry, they don't. They got famous for their, you know, father, who's now passed away, for being the lawyer in the O.J. Simpson trial, which is really weird. And then they got famous again from Kim Kardashian and Ray J's sex tape. So, I mean, really, like, they've already built their foundation on two things that are not moral in the slightest. Like, I feel like their foundation is just not concrete. It's stable. And I think that the whole Kardashian empire at any moment could absolutely fall and collapse. No matter, like, the money and power behind it, I feel like they're struggling, especially with the new photos of Kim Kardashian where she's showing everything. I just find it totally disgusting, you know, absolutely disgusting. And I know people are like, oh, it's artistic, it's beautiful, it's this and that. I find it disrespectful to herself. I feel like if you have a baby, if you gain weight and you lose that weight, yes, be proud. Yes, take some model-y kind of pictures if you want, or, you know, change your wardrobe up, change your style. But that doesn't mean you have to be nude. If I lost all my weight, you bet your bottom I would be out the door in the best clothing stores trying to get whatever I can to show off my figure. And yeah, I would definitely take major amounts of selfies, but you would never see my boobs and my thingy-majiggy. Like, come on, really? So she is trying to get as much attention as possible, because now I feel like she's kind of lost a lot of her sex appeal, I think, towards her male audience members, her male fans or whatever, because she is a mother now, she is married. So I think maybe not necessarily that she lost them, but definitely I think she feels that she lost them, because she has taken that step into motherhood and being a wife. So I feel like she has to keep going and shocking people just to get attention. So she went from, sorry Kim, being a whore to now an attention whore. So I feel like You know, people too say, oh, well, if it was a model or if it was somebody else, you know, you wouldn't be saying these bad things. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I think nudity is distasteful, it's disrespectful, and it just puts us farther along of being in a world, in a society where that's okay. And it's not okay, because if it was okay, we'd all be naked. We would never have to wear clothes. So bedroom issues are for the bedroom, Kim. Let's leave it at that. I can't stand that woman. And she's just like her mother. They can be really nice, really sweet, really seem like they're approachable and friendly and good, but they turn like that, and it's like they're vindictive, they're controlling, they're sneaky. I don't like Kris Jenner. I do not like Kim Kardashian. I feel like they're definitely two-faced. And Kanye West, oh my goodness. Like, what kind of a man, first off, and what kind of a husband can stand there and watch his wife butt naked for all of the world to see every single thing? What man and husband can stand there and be proud, not be outraged that his wife is doing that? When I'm out in public, since I don't wear my scarf anymore, if I show the slightest bit of cleavage, Aziz is practically yanking up my top trying to get myself covered, you know. And he tells me all the time, and of course I don't recognize it, because, you know, I'm a big girl and you ladies know these things think for themselves, so I don't notice it, but he sure does. And he lets the world know that I belong to him and ain't nobody gonna see nothing. So I think if you're any kind of man with character and with respect and with love and respect for your wife, that's the way you should be. You should want to keep her modest, keep her for yourself. You definitely want to show her beauty off to the world. You want to say, hey, this is my woman, look how beautiful she is mine. Not, look how beautiful she is, here are her boobs for your viewing pleasure. Like, you don't do that, you know. And Baby North, okay, I'm just gonna say what like 68 to 75% of you are already saying. This kid needs to dress like a child. Quit wearing all the black. Quit wearing the fancy designer stuff. She's not 16. I don't even know, is she 2 yet? I don't even think she's 2 yet. She's like a year and a half or maybe 2, something. I saw a picture of her the other day, and I'm surprised I wasn't the only one who said it. She looked like a little crow. She had on this feathery shawl get-up kind of thing. She looked like a crow. And I'm like, I even made the comment, I was like, Kim Kardashian, where's the color polka dots? Where's the little animals? Your daughter looks like a crow. I mean, baby clothes have changed a lot, okay? It seems like each couple of years, baby clothes are getting more developed, more colorful, more this, more that, more adult-like. And I feel like that's okay. But when you get to the point where your 2-year-old daughter is dressing like she's 28, like my age, then I think there's plenty of time for her to dress like that in the future. Right now, I mean, then again, adults are wearing onesies now, so I give up. I give up. But I know kids look cute in bright colors and polka dots and little animals all over their onesies. So I think you should embrace that. And a lot of people are talking about, oh, what's North gonna think when she grows up of her mother, you know, blah, blah, blah. People. Have you seen her mother? Have you seen her father? Have you seen her grandma? I have no hope for this child in being normal. I really don't. She is being raised to think that nude photos and plastic surgeries and all this kind of stuff is normal. And I think it's sad, because I think ultimately these kids are the next generation. And if they're being taught these ridiculous things, we have no hope. And I don't have any hope for Baby North because of her parents and her grandmother. I'm sorry, I don't. So, keeping with the Kardashians, Kris Jenner. Now, on the Wendy Williams show, somebody called Bruce's mother. And I love Bruce's mother. I think she is just the best thing that could have happened to the whole Kardashian Jenner mix. I don't remember the words, but she called Kris a couple of names, basically saying that she was backstabbing, conniving, controlling, those kind of terms. And she also said that she hopes Kris Jenner takes back the Kardashian name because she does not want Kris to have or to represent the Jenner name. And when I heard that, I almost just started clapping right away. I thought, this woman is the kind of woman I want to be. And she's like 75 years old, 75, 80 something years old, 88 maybe. I forget how old, but she's pretty old. I just thought that's who I want to be. You know, not even when I'm that old. Right now, that's how I want to be. You know, I feel like if I don't represent my husband's name in a good way or something, I feel like I'm failing. And I don't feel like it's so much about the family. I feel like it's about him, because that's where he comes from. That's his name. That's his legacy. And I feel like if I'm doing something to, to lessen that, then I'm not doing my job as a wife. And I think it's true. I think Kris Jenner definitely brought shame to the Jenner family. And I mean, I think she should go back to Kardashian because that's what fits. Her husband was, you know, a lawyer for someone who was, he eventually was convicted of the murder. And then her daughter got famous over sex tapes. She's two-faced, controlling, manipulative. I think the Kardashian name suits her. And even in one episode, she was going to go back to being a Kardashian even though she was married to Bruce. And Bruce was like, you're my wife. You know, you're not a Kardashian. So, kudos to Mama Jenner. I think that was very, very graceful of you. And I think that she could have taken it in a whole nother direction and just cursed Kris totally. But I think she handled it modestly, appropriately, and she stood up. And I just find it interesting because Jenner is not her name. That's the name she married into. So I think for her to say, I don't want this woman to represent the Jenner name, she took that name for herself and she's holding it with pride. She's holding it saying, this is my husband. This is our family. This is his family. I came into this, and by God, I will not let another woman come into this and destroy it. And for that, hands down, I love Bruce's mom. So that is all the hot topics for today. Stay tuned. I will be doing some more hot topics later. And please, in the comments, tell me your guys' thoughts, your feelings, you know, if you want any of my views on whatever's going on. Please, in the comments below, let me know. And hopefully we can do more of these. Thanks for watching.